Nord Stream 2, the $11 billion megaproject that's dividing Europe. In the realm of geopolitics and energy security, few projects have garnered as much attention and controversy as Nord Stream 2. This $11 billion megaproject, which aims to double the capacity of the existing Nord Stream pipeline, has been the subject of heated debates, both within Europe and on the international stage. Positioned at the intersection of economic interests, energy security concerns, and political alliances, Nord Stream 2 has become a symbol of the complex and multifaceted challenges facing Europe in the 21st century. Origins of Nord Stream 2. To truly understand the Nord Stream 2 project, one must delve into its historical roots. The inception of this colossal undertaking can be traced back to the early 2000s when Russia, under the leadership of President Vladimir Putin, embarked on a mission to diversify its natural gas export routes to Europe. This strategic shift arose from a pressing need to reduce reliance on the transit route through Ukraine, a path fraught with political turmoil and periodic gas supply disruptions that had repercussions across the continent. The existing Nord Stream 1 pipeline, operational since 2011, marked a significant milestone in this endeavor, as it directly connected Russia and Germany via a submerged route beneath the Baltic Sea. Nord Stream 1 was designed not only to augment the security of Russian gas deliveries to Western Europe, but also to minimize the geopolitical leverage Ukraine held over these crucial energy supplies. However, as Europe's appetite for Russian gas continued to grow, so did the need for additional capacity. Enter Nord Stream 2, proposed in 2015 as a natural progression of the original Nord Stream project. This pipeline would run in parallel to its predecessor, effectively doubling the capacity for Russian gas exports to Europe, further bolstering Russia's presence in the European energy market. The complex web of stakeholders. Nord Stream 2 is not just a product of Russian ambition. It is a complex web of international stakeholders. At its heart is Gazprom, Russia's state-owned energy behemoth, which owns a majority stake in the project. However, this venture is far from a unilateral endeavor. European energy companies have eagerly embraced the prospect of Nord Stream 2, recognizing its potential to satisfy Europe's growing demand for natural gas. Among these firms, Germany's Uniper and Wintershall, Austria's OMV, France's Engie, and the Anglo-Dutch Shell stand out as major participants. These companies have not only invested substantial capital, but have also lent their expertise to the project. Moreover, the German government, led by Chancellor Angela Merkel, has thrown its support behind Nord Stream 2, emphasizing its significance for German energy security and its role in diversifying Europe's energy sources. This alignment of interests has solidified the project's position as a prominent fixture within Europe's energy landscape. Energy security concerns. While Nord Stream 2 offers economic advantages for the countries involved, it simultaneously raises concerns about energy security, particularly in Eastern and Central Europe. The project's critics argue that it reinforces Europe's dependence on Russian gas, a fact that runs counter to the European Union's stated goal of diversifying energy sources to enhance energy security. Ukraine, in particular, has been vocal about its apprehensions regarding Nord Stream 2. With the bypassing of Ukrainian transit pipelines, it fears a loss of both transit fees and leverage in its ongoing political disputes with Russia. Poland, the Baltic states, and some Nordic countries have also expressed concerns, citing fears of geopolitical coercion and potential disruptions in the event of a crisis. The geopolitical chessboard. The Nord Stream 2 project is not just a matter of energy economics. It's a move on the geopolitical chessboard. Russia's consistent push to expand its energy influence in Europe has raised alarm bells among Western nations, particularly the United States. From Washington's perspective, Nord Stream 2 represents a means for Russia to exert further control over Europe's energy supply, thereby amplifying its geopolitical leverage. The U.S. government has, therefore, taken an assertive stance against the project, imposing sanctions on companies involved and engaging in diplomatic efforts to derail its progress. This has fueled a transatlantic rift, with the U.S. advocating for increased liquefied natural gas (LNG) exports to Europe to reduce dependence on Russian gas. In essence, Nord Stream 2 has become a focal point in the broader struggle for influence between Russia and the West, with far-reaching implications for European security and stability. European unity tested. The debate surrounding Nord Stream 2 has laid bare the divisions within Europe itself. While Germany has championed the project, many Eastern and Central European countries have vehemently opposed it. This disagreement highlights the challenges of maintaining a unified European stance on critical energy and geopolitical issues. The European Union, often seen as a symbol of unity, has struggled to reconcile the conflicting interests of its member states. The result is a fractured EU response to the pipeline, with some member states endorsing it while others vociferously object. This internal discord risks undermining the EU's collective approach to energy security and foreign policy. Environmental concerns. Beyond geopolitical and security considerations, Nord Stream 2 also faces criticism on environmental grounds. The pipeline's construction involves the laying of massive underwater pipelines, which can disrupt fragile marine ecosystems. Environmentalists have expressed concerns about the potential harm to the Baltic Sea's delicate ecosystem, including possible damage to fisheries, and have called for a comprehensive environmental impact assessment. This aspect adds another layer of complexity to the already contentious project, requiring a delicate balance between energy security and environmental sustainability. The role of energy diplomacy. Nord Stream 2 has thrust energy diplomacy into the limelight as a pivotal tool in modern statecraft. The pipeline's construction has seen an array of diplomatic maneuvers, including negotiations, sanctions, and geopolitical posturing. Russia, for its part, has skillfully employed energy as a political weapon, using gas supplies and transit as leverage in its dealings with neighboring countries. Ukraine, in particular, has borne the brunt of Russia's energy diplomacy, experiencing gas cutoffs amid political disputes. These actions underscore the interplay between energy resources and political power, highlighting the need for Europe to develop a coherent energy strategy that mitigates vulnerabilities and enhances its bargaining power in energy negotiations. Nord Stream 2's impact on Eastern Europe. The nations of Eastern Europe have borne a significant burden in the ongoing saga of Nord Stream 2. Poland and the Baltic states, in particular, have vehemently opposed the project, viewing it as a direct threat to their security and sovereignty. They argue that the pipeline will enable Russia to bypass their territories, making them more vulnerable to Russian pressure and reducing their strategic importance to Europe. Additionally, these countries have invested heavily in building alternative energy infrastructure, such as LNG terminals and interconnectors, to reduce their dependence on Russian gas. Nord Stream 2, in their eyes, undermines these efforts and perpetuates their vulnerability. Nord Stream 2 is a multifaceted megaproject that encapsulates the intricate dynamics of energy, geopolitics, and international relations. Its origins in Russia's quest to diversify gas export routes have grown into a complex network of stakeholders, with Russia, Germany, and various European energy companies at the forefront. The project's benefits in terms of energy supply and economic interests are undeniable, yet they come at the expense of energy security concerns, geopolitical tensions, and environmental considerations. The rifts it has exposed within Europe and between Europe and the United States underscore the complexities of navigating the continent's energy landscape. As Nord Stream 2 nears completion, the world watches, acutely aware that its inauguration will not mark the end of the debate, but rather a new chapter in the evolving story of European energy security. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.